It gives me great pleasure to introduce our honorary degree recipient, Cyndi Rhoades, to whom we award an honorary doctorate. Cyndi Rhoades is a circular textile and sustainability advocate and multi-award-winning entrepreneur. She began her career as a filmmaker in music videos and documentaries, and over time developed a deep interest in the impacts of commerce and global economics on society and the environment. Over her lifetime, Cyndi's passion for circular economics have led her to becoming one of the most successful business people in her field. In 2001, Cyndi formed Anti-Apathy, a series of London-based evening events aiming to engage wider audiences in social and environmental issues through culture and lifestyle. In 2005, Cyndi founded Worn Again, now Worn Again Technologies, with the ambition to eradicate textile waste. As the company's CEO of 15 years, she led the business from upcycling to the development of Worn Again's game-changing fibre-to-fibre recycling technology. During this time, Cyndi galvanised corporate giants such as H&M, Kering, and Swiss engineering firm Sulzer to invest in Worn Again's long-term developments. Excuse me. With the aim of having 40 textile recycling plants operating at 50,000 tonnes per year by 2040. Cyndi has been recognised and awarded as one of the 10 global honorees for the Conscious Fashion Campaign, an initiative of the Fashion Impact Fund, which was celebrated in a digital billboard campaign in Times Square in New York City. In 2019, she was finalist for the World Economic Forum's Circular Leadership Award. And in 2020, she became an Unreasonable Fellow and was awarded the PCIAW Outstanding Contribution to the Textile Industry. In the same year, Cyndi co-founded World Circular Textiles Day with UAL and Circular Economy in Amsterdam to celebrate industry progress towards achieving textile circularity around the globe. In 2022, she co-founded Circle 8 Textile Ecosystems, her latest venture set to develop the UK's first large-scale, fully automated and digitally empowered textile sorting facility to prepare the market for supplying industrial-scale fibre-to-fibre recycling plants. I'm delighted to ask the Chair of the Court of Governors to confer the Honorary Doctorate of University of the Arts London on Cyndi Rhoades.
Thank you, Jane. Thank you, UAL, Chelsea, for this incredible acknowledgement. It's such a huge honor to be here celebrating with all of you here today, class of 2023. You're the reason we're all here today. As you can tell by my accent, I'm not from around these here parts. I was born in Columbus, Ohio. But at the ripe old age of 21, with a curious nature and a restless spirit, I found myself in London. At the time, I had no idea what I was going to do with my life. In fact, I never even finished university. So along with everyone here today, this is actually my first degree as well, albeit honorary. Yay! Thank you. So it wasn't until my mid-20s when a particular fire started to burn in my belly. I had spent time going to talks about global economics. I went to lectures about inequity, inequality, and climate change. I took part in anti-war marches, street protests, challenging corporate globalization. Now, while these were all ways to play out my dissatisfaction with the world, they weren't satisfying my deep desire to be a part of creating change. I soon shifted away from what I was against to what I was for. It was after learning about the shocking volumes of unwanted textiles going to waste every year that I started to focus on the problem I wanted to fix. I began asking questions. Why are we sending 90 million tons of textiles to landfill and incineration every year? What are the economics and the individual mindsets behind these behaviors? Who's profiting from this situation? What will it take to do it differently? And what's my role to fix the problem? So I set up a small company with a very big vision to turn textile waste into resources. At the time, there was no degree or job title for this kind of work, and I hadn't a clue how I was going to go about it. But looking back now, what I realize is this: being inquisitive and not afraid to ask a lot of questions will always drive you forward. The cold, hard reality was that there were no guarantees that anything would work. The vision was clear, but the path for getting there wasn't. Raising funds and finding investors was more painful than pulling teeth. Naysayers were everywhere, and they continued to be. And I spent months on end, not to mention with no income in sight or for the foreseeable future. After relentless rejection and going down the wrong way on a one-way street, what kept me going, even in my deepest despair? It was belief. Not in myself, but belief in the end game. I believe there is a more intelligent way to use our natural resources, which can benefit people and regenerate the planet. I believe we have the ability to galvanize decision makers in commerce and in government to get behind more sustainable models of production and consumption. And while this brave new world of circular textiles will take quite a few decades to be fully realized, I believe we're on the right path. I can see it now, and it's happening. And it continues to be a very exhilarating and rewarding ride. So this is where you come in. As you navigate your way forward in the world, you may lack confidence, but be confident in your belief. When things don't work, learn to pivot or to walk away and try a different path. Know that rejection and doors being closed on you are just like Google Maps, sending you a better route to your desired destination. If you feel called to do something, anything, big or small, that will make this world a better place than how you found it when you arrived, be part of designing that future. Just dive in, figure out how to do it later. And most of all, take care of yourselves and each other in the midst of it all. Congratulations, and here's to forging the future.